Hi everyone, I'm Jenny Dyess and I'm here with my older sister Emily, who has fallen in love with the Renaissance Festival that comes to Texas every single year. So we were hoping to know, when was the first time you attended the Renaissance Festival?
It would have been probably about 10 or 15 years ago, but I didn't really get into it until last year.
And how many times have you attended it over the last several years?
So I went twice last year. I've gone once so far this year. I have plans to go 3 more times this year.
Well, hope you have some more fun. And what exactly is it that draws you to the Renaissance Festival?
The atmosphere, the different kind of feel, it's just an escape from everyday life. Getting dressed up and in the costumes is really fun and interesting, and people interact with you differently when you're in costumes and stuff. And it's just exciting to be somebody else for the weekend.
So do you go hardcore into the time period, or do you prefer the steampunk Renaissance type?
So my costume is a combination of Renaissance and steampunk. Definitely more steampunk than traditional, just because of the jewelry and the accessories that I've chosen to add to my costume.
Okay. And how long did it take for you to actually get that whole costume together?
So I've been working on it since last October, and I've added pieces each time that I've gone. So I've added pieces on 3 separate occasions, and then I've also added some pieces that I had already in my wardrobe and stuff like that I had collected over the years.
So if you had to say one piece was the focus point of your entire outfit, what would it be?
The focus point, I don't know. The kind of what inspired and tied everything together, or I guess the first piece really that I picked out and selected was my bodice or corset, whatever terminology you want to use. And it was that was the piece that I first fell in love with, and then I started building the rest of my costume around it.
Okay. And one last question. Is it somewhat difficult for you to go out in the sun for hours on end for the Renaissance Festival with your health limitations, or?
So the person that I go with, my best friend, she and I both have some health limitations and stuff like that, which is why we go so many times, is so that we can kind of break it up into a couple or several, 3 or 4 hour kind of excursions instead of making it all day marathons. So we're able to handle it better than
most. Well, is there one thing you would say to someone who is new to the Renaissance Festival that you think they have to try or do?
The giant swings. So there are these giant, massive swings that you kind of fall into, and then they pull you up really, really high, and then they let you go, and you just swing back and forth and back and forth with your feet dangling.
All right. Well, thank you so much for staying here with me and doing this interview, and thank you guys for watching. Y'all have a great night.